We are going to learn conjoint analysis on example case today using Enginius. From the Enginius site, we can go to dashboard. And this is the version for you, so I will select that. And for the example file, I need to select tutorials. And then the first one, conjoint analysis. Right, so this is the data set. There are several different tables. Conjoint analysis is a little bit more complicated than other methods we've already learned. However, it's not that hard, but you know, there are more things you need to learn, right? So it may need maybe a few video clips to explain all the things, right? So let me briefly go over the example data set here. Right, we are using the same brand here, OfficeStar, right? You already familiar too. And conjoint design, the first table is the most important part. Okay, so OfficeStar is going to establish a new location, new store, right? So for the new store, right, there are four major, in the columns, there are four major attributes they need to consider for the new location, right? The location. Let's from the maybe downtown or the main target market's location. It's close, mediocre, and a little bit far away here, right? And office supplies, very large and limited. Furniture, yes or no? Computer, no computer, software only, and both software and computers. So there are many different combinations regarding the attributes. So the options for each attribute, right? We call them levels. So location has 3 levels. Office supplies have 3 levels. Furniture 2 and computers 3. So the new location is a combination of the levels of the attributes, right? So you can select one level from each attributes for the final location, right? Or product. All right, don't worry, all right? We may have multiple opportunities in the future, so I will repeat it. And conjoint design restriction is a new feature here, but design feature allows you to exclude certain attribute levels during the next step of analysis. Right? Sometimes, for here in the case, right? Sometimes these 2 levels location, right? Like far away locations from the downtown or the target market location, right? Are not so profitable. So we can skip it and restrict location as very close not close, far away location here, 5 to 10 miles, right? In this case, the both close and mediocre locations are not available. So this is the only option for the location, so we will choose it. But they are able to choose other attributes, one level, right? Anyway, so this is conjoint design restriction. And incremental revenue, right? In typical conjoint simulation, the focus is on identifying the product or service that maximize market share, right? But here, incremental revenue considers increment the revenue contribution. So it's an option table which will enable you to run simulations based on contribution of revenue rather than based on market share. right? So these are example numbers about the revenue contribution of each level of each attribute, right? Okay. So here, level 3 has more contribution, right? Maybe that's why they've chosen level 3 regarding location here, right? And also there are different contributions in office supplies, right? This is minus and 20 here. And furniture has 2. Okay, and the computer, there are 3 different contributions here, right? And preference path was calculated by the previous data, and it's about the partial values of the levels. Here we have 3 levels from location, attributes, and different respondents valued the levels differently, right? For example, respondent number 1 valued more close location, right? And most of the respondents, right, they value close location here, right? And existing competitors, there are 2: office equipment and department store. These are their profiles, right? So, the levels in the profiles, right? You can see the profiles set combination from the conjoint analysis design, right? So this table includes all the possible combinations, right? See, let's see. Location is both are close have close locations, and large assortment, limited assortment, office furniture, no, and software and computer and software only, right? So they are different, right? So to be more competitive, right? They want to have a set of profiles, right? The profiles of the new location, right? To compete with the 2, stores here. And this is major input table here, customer ratings. So there are, the first column respond, there are, let's see, 20 respondents, right? And each respondent will rate all the possible combination. We call them bundles, right? Possible bundles. About, like, there are 15 bundles, right? So respondent number 1 should evaluate all the 15 bundles on here, right? Ratings, right? The rating scale is from 0 to 100. 100 is a perfect location for the person, right? So respondent number 1 from ID 1 to 15. I can see perhaps I saw 90 somewhere, 90. So this bundle is most preferable, right, for the person, and also this one to 89, right? Right. So all the 20 respondents rated all the bundles, right? Here. Right. So part word table is made based on the ratings, and anyway, this is the most important input table. All right. So I've briefly explained about the basic, all the input tables here, right? So we can go run the analysis, right? Here, run conjoint analysis. Click. Right. I may not touch anything here. It's conjoint analysis, and preference path worth already there. So run simulation, yes. We don't have the current market share, so no. Existing profiles, and Competitors are there. Incremental revenue table is there too. Yeah, so okay. So I will just run it. Show us the report. Click this. You may have a new window of the results. There are a lot of different things, but let me go over a few things, right? To make it simple. Summary here. And calculated importance of the 4 attributes. Here, right? It's computer, right? Computer is the most important. And then location, then office supply, and furniture is least important, right? But still important, right? Somewhat. And this is the market, expected market, predicted market share between the two competitors. Well, we do not have, they did not have actual market share, so it's predicted, right? And office equipment has 78.6%, and department store has 21.4%. And to compare with the new location options, right? Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 options for the new location, right? So they have different profiles, right? And their profiles are different from the two competitors, right? Okay. And we know that there were 15 different bundles. I mean, potential, location profiles, but you can select 4, right? For the location as candidate, right? So anyway, you may select, most of the cases, you may select the location with most predicted market share. Here in green, light green, optimal products, here's 35.6 and 39.6, 42.3, and I skipped the first one. First one was 32.7, yeah, 35, 39, and 42.3%. So this is the greatest, right? So I want to select this as a new location, right? Optimal product number 4, and what it is, maybe here. Optimal product number 4 is, its profiles are within 5 to 10 miles, right? We had a restriction about location, so it's all the same thing, but very large assortment, office furniture, and both software and computer. You see that the profiles are different from the two competitors and other 3 optimal products, but this is the best one in terms of the expected market share, more than 40%, right? So this is the final proposal for the new location, right? So this was a very brief explanation about the conjoint analysis. I'll see you later. Thank you.